Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to coverage of the 2026 Surf City Open, sponsored by West Coast Disc Golf. This is the back nine of the tournament lead card final round, and this is what it's looking like right now after a little shakeup. We're going to be following the lead card, but we can see that there was some movement in the field, so no one really putting pressure on Gavin for first place. Here's what it's looking like after 9 holes. So Gavin's still holding on to it by a 5-stroke lead from Dallas in second place, and Diego and Tyler kind of, in the mix for third place right now. So we're going to go ahead and catch up with these guys on the back 9. Here's hole 10 now. So hole 10 is a par 3, 270 feet with OB on the sidewalk and OB long on the fence. There are 2 lines. There's the line that the drone is on, which is the yellow line, straight up the gap, something that's going to turn a little bit but not flip, or you can go for the hyzer line, which you see on that blue line. This green, if you end up a little short, is going to be guarding the basket. There's some trees right there, as well as if you end up too far to the right, you got OB on that sidewalk there. So let's see how this plays out for these guys. This is a good looking shot by Gavin. Skips up, hits a little tree before it goes OB. He's looking at a putt for birdie, so good stuff. All right, here's Diego going the same line as Gavin. Getting up there and skipping up off the sidewalk. He's looking at a birdie here. Good shot. Good stuff from Diego. Dallas was going for that hyzer line. He did not like that. It looks like it might have slipped out his hand. He hit one of these first 4 trees. I want nobody getting over there. Tyler going for that same line, but just looks like there was something off on the drive there. Didn't really have power or something, maybe slipped. Dallas is in kind of an awkward position here. He's looking to stretch out a little bit. Nice little check up. Getting the ground play. Nice approach for the par save. So should be all good as long as he makes that putt. Tyler maybe hoping for a throw in there, but he's just getting on the green. We're going to putt and save par. Woo! Diego getting the birdie. That looked like it was trying to spit out the back, but went ahead and stuck. Sometimes that can happen with those spin putts, man. They'll blow right through the chains. Oh. That was for birdie, and he's, not happy with that, but what are you going to do, huh? And Dallas to save par after hitting early on the green and chipping up. That's what you want to do, right? And Tyler with the par as well. So hole 10's done here. What's up, Lumpy? Little memorial basket in the background to one of our locals, Lumpy. All right, everybody getting par except for Diego with the birdie. This is one of those holes that you want to get just based off of the position. Requires a really nice technical line. All right, hole 11. So we got OB on the left right here on the other side of that cattle fence. And most of these people are going to be going straight through this gap. So, you get here a little early. You could see the canopied trees. You really want to push inside the circle. If you're early, you're going to be dealing with all these eucalyptus trees. You can see right here, if you're early, a little bit closer to the fence, it's guarded. You end up wide right. You got a straight look at the basket, but now you got that cattle fence OB right behind it. So if you whiff your putt, you're hoping to hit one of those fences. Diego's going to start us off. Nice little flexi line. That was juiced. He's getting up there. And he's right there on that right side position that we were showing in the green preview. So he's going to be looking at bird. He's a little wide, just outside the circle. This looks good with the ground play, and just gets under this little, I don't know why that fence is there, but that would have totally skipped up way more and given Gavin a better look for a birdie. So, this is looking really good from Dallas. Look at that. That's just a dime, dude. On the green. Parked. Let's go. Tyler's follow up. Oof. Bouncing off the tree. What? And staying in bounds. That like totally should have gone OB, but just some local love right there. Here's Gavin. And there's that like canopied tree obstacle we're talking about. You end up early. It's really forcing your putt to be a little bit more darty, like straight directly at it than you want, you know. Unfortunate, but oh well. Tyler getting the nice bird there. Great putt. Oh, that was looking good the whole way. Just a little high left. Ends up dropping out. He does not like that at all. Dallas, after the nice drive, gets the easy bird. Good stuff. And Gavin and Diego are just going to tap out for pars here. So hole 11 doing what it does, making it tight on the green. We got Dallas and Tyler with the birdies, Gavin and Diego with the pars. We're heading into hole 12 here. So this is a new position. It's basically the same line that the normal hole 12 is. It's just pushed back another 30 feet. Something like that, I think. 30, 25 feet. So you're just looking for a big hyzer shot. You know, you got OB on that cattle fence again. So, you know, if you end up hyzering out, you can go OB. You end up hyzering out short. This is kind of what you're looking at here. And also, if you pull it a little wide right and deep, you're also looking at that OB coming into play again. So, you know, you're really looking for just like a nice, accurate shot. Most of these guys are going to be throwing an overstable fairway. Let's see what they got. Dallas with a great looking drive right up against that little oak tree. Might have to contend with that a little bit, so we'll see. Tyler shooting one to the moon over here. Doesn't look bad though. He's right there. It looks like he's like circle's edge just inside the circle, so not bad. I would have thought that would have dropped a little earlier, but it carried, so he put some sauce on that. There's Diego. Looks a little inside, but breaks past the trees. Flirting with the OB. That's right up against the cattle fence. He stays in bounds, so not bad. He probably doesn't want to be that close to the fence, though. This is just a smash from Gavin. Look at that thing. Skipping a little long. Hits the tree post. Inside the circle, so... Oh, that was greasy. I can't believe that didn't stick. Here's Diego up against the fence. Boom. Let's go. There's that putt, man. Once he gets it dialed in, that thing's just like on the money. So here's Gavin. Go from the knee and just not enough height. I think that oak tree is also in his line, so he has to give it like a weird little Annie putt. Just didn't give it enough height. No, Dallas. That was just high left, got kicked out. He just picked up and tapped out, so he's taking the par and moving on. Gavin taking his par as well, and Tyler is as well after that nasty spit out. This basket did some work. Hole 12. So Diego with the birdie and everyone else getting a par. Pretty straightforward shot, so I'm pretty sure all these guys wanted a birdie on that, but you know, what are you gonna do? Basket, like I said, doing some work. Unfortunate. Hole 13. par 3, roughly around 310 feet. You got this little hill drop off. You got OB on the left and OB long behind the basket. So most of these guys, you either want to go like overstable mid-range, overstable fairway. You can kind of get around this tunnel that the drone dropped into, which is typically the play, but if you don't and you kick and crash into the trees, you're looking at this kind of approach, weird putt, which is kind of scary. Most of the guys are going to end up over here on this right side, looking at OB to the right and OB long. You got this hard pan dirt that can really mess with your putt or your drive, so let's see what happens here.
Yeah, Diego, there it is.
Diego with a nice looking drive. This is great. Getting the skip off that hard pan, checking up right on the basket. Great drive. Here's Dallas. Oh, looked like maybe a little early release, but he kicks into that tree, drops straight down just at the bottom of the little hill. So he's going to be looking at, a little bit longer of an approach than he wants on that basket. It's really going to put that OB long into play for him on his approach. They're getting a little wide, giving it the spin, like, let's go, dude, hook up. And hook up it did. He's looking at a putt for birdie. Maybe that eucalyptus tree's in the way, but he might be a little bit out a little farther, so he could have a clean look at it. This looks good from Gavin as well. He needs to check up and sit down. Perfect. Yeah, and he likes that. Let's go, buddy. Getting some love there from the homie. Here's Dallas dealing with this approach. That just, you kind of just want that to get down. You get a little too aggressive, and that ground play over there starts to mess with you. It can cause your putter to skip and go long OB. And then, you're getting frustrated with just an unnecessary OB on the green. So Tyler getting the birdie. Gavin with the birdie as well. And Diego with the birdie. So the Lokes here from HB all getting the bird. Dallas is going to tap out for his par. And we're going to head on to the next hole. This green, like I said, that hard packed dirt right there can really mess with you. I love hole 13 though. It's such a fun hole. All right, so like I said, all the Lokes here getting the birdie. Dallas with the lone par. And Diego kind of catching up to Dallas here. Just a stroke behind. So, hole 14, we're coming right back up that hill. There's OB on the path over to the left. So, you kind of want to get up this hill. Most of these guys are throwing like maybe a really straight mid-range or like a flippy fairway with some touch. You kind of want to just get up here, check up on the green. You end up on the right side, not bad, but then you got these like bushes. So if you whiff this putt, you end up in the bush, you're flirting with OB. You really don't want to be there. We'll see how these guys tackle it. This looks great from Diego. Going right at the pin. Those bushes hooking him up with the little spit right back out onto the green. So he is looking at a birdie. Tyler with a nice drive as well, telling it to get down. Same shot. So he's just going to be in the bush a little bit. Gavin to follow up. This looks good. Checks up right around the tree, skips up on the basket. That's perfect. Pretty much a bullseye. He is tapping in for the birdie. And here is Dallas. It's up there. Looks to start fading a little early. Those bushes hook him up so that he doesn't go OB, but he's going to have a putt. So just outside the circle. He wants this one. Oh, off the top. He's not feeling it today on the putts, man. He's just having a rough day on the green. It happens, man. That's golf, Diego getting the birdie. And I think, yeah, all these guys right here, Diego, Gavin, and Tyler, they're all going to take their birds. I think Tyler's in the bush right there. You can see him on the left-hand side in the shadow. But, you know, these guys know how to play this course. I mean, they're here every day, shredding it. So, and that's what you want to do on the back. You know, there's not a lot of room for error. We can see that just right now looking at Diego's card. He is, you know, 4 out of 5, so he's feeling it right now. Tyler putting out of the bush for the birdie. And that's hole 14. So again, you know, all the boys from HB getting that bird. Dallas getting the par. And Diego right there, 3 in a row, starting to feel it, heading into hole 15. So hole 15 starts off here with this double Mando. There is a DZ that we're about to fly over. 2 lines you typically see, you know, nice straight shot right at it backhand, or you get the forehand line here, which lets you check up as well and stay away from the OB. There's OB again on that cattle fence over there. You break out over to, hey, look at that dog. That boy. You get over here on the left-hand side, you got to deal with this, like, little fig tree guy blocking that putt, so. There's Diego with that forehand line. A little juiced. Diego hits that cattle fence, goes OB. He's not happy with that after getting 3 in a row. Got Tyler up next.
Yeah.
Great looking shot. Nice little flip up, slow turn. Checks up on the green. That's a tap in for this dude. Showing us how it's done with the backhand line. Beautiful shot. And here's Gavin. Flexing it a little bit, and it looks to just drop and check up a little early. He's hitting on the green, circle's edge, so he's going to have a putt, but circle's edge putt. Here's Dallas going with the forehand line as well. That looks good. Ooh. Gets the skip and gets right up over the basket. So here's Diego all the way over there. You can see the putt he has to get underneath that branch. Really plays to the spin putt he has, but it's just kind of asking too much from all the way over there. So he's going to be tapping out for the bogey. Oh man, come on, bro, give it to him. Alice really wanted that to put him in the right mindset to start banging some putts here. So really unfortunate spit out. Gavin hits it from circle's edge, really starting to look like he might lock this up after the, you know, the next few holes. Getting that birdie right there really kind of gave him a little bit more breathing room. So I think he's doing all right now. Tyler getting his birdie, and Dallas is just going to pick up. And here is hole 15. So we got Gavin and Tyler getting the birdies, Dallas with the par, and Diego getting that bogey after going OB on the drive. So Diego's still on Dallas's tail right here. Tyler also making a move. So really close for second place right now. Hole 16 is in a new position, a little deeper than the typical long position by like another 15-20 feet, I think. So big booming hyzer. You got a Mando on the left, so if you miss that for some reason, you got a DZ. You can see it's a little guarded, and you got that OB, but all these guys have the distance, so I don't expect them to kind of be where we were in that green preview. You know, we'll see. Here's Gavin to start us off. Had some camera issues, so here's his drive from the catch cam. Getting the ground play and skipping up a whole lot to the basket. So he's inside the circle there looking at a birdie putt. Here is Tyler. This looks good. It has the height, has the distance, getting around the tree. Nice shot. Nice shot, man. That's, you know, right in his range. That's pretty much a birdie for this guy. Here is Dallas. This looks good. This needs to get past the tree and not far enough. So he crashes into the tree, and he's going to be, you know, 60 feet roughly to the pin. Diego with a smash. Nice little flex line. Little low. That's going to get under the tree, skip off the roots. And right there. That needs to get down. Dallas looking to push it. Come on. Oof. That's all right. Here's Diego. Stayed in bounds, so he gets his birdie. Great putt, dude. Here's Gavin. Oh. High left, so it spits out. He's had a few of those this round. Here's Tyler getting that birdie. So Tyler's feeling it. 4 in a row. Diego tied up with Dallas. Tyler's only a stroke back. Gavin is just running away with it at this point right now. So Diego and Tyler are getting the birdie while Gavin and Dallas get the par. Hole 17. Getting into the last couple of holes here. So just a straight hyzer shot. You got OB on the left side here on that path. Most of these guys are going to be throwing like a, overstable fairway or a driver. You see typically like, maybe some wraiths or destroyers come out if it's a little windier. But if you end up short, this is kind of what you're looking at. You got these pine trees that are guarding it, as well as if you pull out to the right side, you're now dealing with the OB behind the basket, which comes up pretty quick if you whiff this putt. So you really, again, want to throw a dart here if you can. Tyler sending another one out into the sky. He's wondering what he did. So that's going to be like pin high, but he's way out wide right. So he's going to be dealing with that OB behind the basket that I was just talking about. Diego ready to send one over here. I think that's his PD2. Doesn't look like he gets enough on it. Flirting with the OB line. He's going to be short and inbound, so... Gavin with a nice drive, if that can get a little bit more ground play. And it skips straight versus skipping out over to the left. He's even like, dude, what the heck? Dallas to come up next. See, this looks great right here. Great shot on the green. Now let's see if he can make the putt. He's been having some issues on the green, but he's stoked. Everyone's happy for him. Like, let's go, bud. Some good vibes on this card, you know. Nice little drop off the top. Oh, that would have been great. That would have been 5 in a row for Tyler. Gavin just playing conservative at this point. He just needs to not blow up on anything, and he's got this in the bag, so... Oof. Diego, just a little bit of a low release on that. There you go, bud. Dallas getting the birdie. He's had a lot of looks on this back nine. Just the putt hasn't been on. So everyone else is going to tap out. Hole 17 is behind us. Dallas getting the only birdie while everyone else pars. Going into the last hole, we can see that Gavin has a 6-stroke lead, while it remains tight in second place for the guys. They're all within a stroke of each other, so that could change on this hole. Hole 18 is pretty difficult. You got a double mando, OB all around it, and there's 2 lines that you see here. There is, a spray and pray to get through all this, but the line, if you're a Loke and you're, of that caliber, is you're throwing the roller, which is the blue line that you're seeing on there. You got a lot of roots which can really mess with your roller. You get up over here to the green, you can see the OB surrounding the basket. Had some camera issues on the box, so we're going to catch up with Dallas here from the catch cam. So here's his drive. Looks like he's doing the roller as well. He needs to get around, and he doesn't. He hits the utility boxes. Those are pretty much the guardians that are going to block your roller. We're going to have Tyler up next. He's going for the roller. That's going straight for those boxes. Jumps over the boxes. There it is from the catch cam. This is coming straight at us. Oof. Let's go. That's some agility right there from the catch cam. Tyler's right there looking at an eagle. He's like outside the circle, probably somewhere around, like 40 feet. So Diego playing it safe. He's just going to hyzer up and check into this tree line. That needs to sit down. he skips OB, so those roots can really mess with you. It looks like he might have caught in a bad skip off of that. Ooh, oh no. Oh no.
That crossed Amanda.
Gavin was going for the roller, and that just did not get down. So he's going to be coming here from the drop zone. All he has to do is pitch up, and this is it, you know, in the bag. Oh. He kicks off of a tree, and that goes out of bounds. So 2 OB shots. Dallas is just going to check up from here. Gives it a little skip play. So he circles edge, kind of like where Tyler landed on his drive, but we really need to see Gavin just kind of get up and down on here to really seal the deal. Diego's going to pitch up, put it right there on the basket. So he's going to be pretty much tapping out for par after going OB on his drive. There we go. So there is Gavin just pitching up. And that pretty much seals it for him, man. Diego's going to tap out. We're not going to see that, but Gavin knows that it's done. Drops the putters. He's just like, what a relief after getting those 2 OB strokes. There's Raul from Calculated. Look at this guy. Get out of here, buddy. Stoked for his buddy. It's Tyler looking at the eagle. Let's go, dude. What a drive. What a putt. Oof. Whoa, Dallas. So Dallas just not feeling it on the putting green today. Misses that one a little right. Gets the comeback to par. Dog turning him on. And there it is, dude. Gavin Boss tapping out.
The 2026 Surf City Open champion, Gavin Boss.
There it is. Gavin getting it. This kid is out here all the time. He's stoked. Let's hear what he has to say.
This course, everyone here, literally means so much to me. I mean, this place, coming every day after school, every class, I'm like, dude, I just want to play HB today.
Start over.
I'm not starting over, so.
Come on,
But, and all the people I play with, all my friends, they help me a lot. You guys know who you are. I mean, every single day, I can't wait to play with you guys and calling you guys and stuff like that. It's always fun. I like to thank my family. My dad's on the phone right there. He do so much for me. My dad really believes in me and stuff like that. So it's really cool. My entire family. So yeah, let's go HB! Yeah.
This kid deserves it, man. He's out here grinding every day. Us as locals, we always want to see a local win. So good stuff. And here are the final scores, you guys, of what we just saw. Gavin Boss finishing with a total of 20. Dallas and Tyler tying at second with 16, and Diego right behind them at 15 down. So good stuff to watch overall. Some shout outs here. Andrew Zarnich hosting HB Night Flyers. This guy just, jumped right in and helped me with Catch Cam. PBS Music, who helped with the music that you're hearing. Gordon Merck, who did the voiceovers. West Coast Disc Golf. Discmania, who always gives me plastic. And Idio, who puts shoes on my feet. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate all the help this year.
Gavin Boss, everybody.
Thanks, you guys, for watching. And as always, if you can, like and subscribe. Share this video. It helps a lot. We'll be back. Have a good one, and get out there and play some disc golf.